Hello, there's been some very exciting additions added to the Trello board in regards to adding more difficulty during hunts, which is something that myself and many others have been craving for quite a long time now, so extremely exciting. I'm gonna go over the changes. So first of all, make all ghosts slightly faster than players to prevent looping, or speed up the ghost over time during a hunt. So two options. Let's go over the former first. Make all ghosts slightly faster than players to prevent looping. I do think that this is not as good as the other option, because I do feel like if the ghost spawns right on top of you, you're kind of screwed, which might be a little bit unfair because you would never ever be able to escape them in that case while you're heading towards the hiding spot. If you don't make it within the 8-second grace period, I guess they would always be able to outspeed you, which might be a little bit unfair. So I do prefer the latter option, speed up the ghost over time during a hunt. So you would have the option to loop them slightly at the beginning of the hunt. If you're a little bit out positioned and you need to change your position to get to a particular hiding spot that you've got in mind, you could loop them a little bit, but it would stop you abusing the ghost entirely by looping the whole hunt, which is just something that's a little bit too easy at the moment once you nail down the strategy. Also, that will stop you just cheesing the ghost on the larger maps. High school, prison, asylum, you would no longer be able to just run down the corridor and know that you're completely safe. So that change, I think, is fantastic. I can't wait for it to come into the game. I can't wait to test it. So you would really need to focus on breaking line of sight, especially probably in the second half of the hunt. Break line of sight, have a hiding spot in mind, and then it would be very tense whether you survive or not. I feel like this would really add to the horror atmosphere that is kind of missing at the moment. So yeah, I adore the sound of that change. Cannot wait to test it. Next up, we've got make the ghost remember the last known player location and check that area at the start of the next hunt. Smarter AI is something that I will always welcome as well. I did actually think this was a feature already, so that's quite surprising, because I swear they've done this in the past. Maybe it was coincidence. But yeah, smarter AI forcing you to change your strategy, forcing you to go to a new hiding spot every single hunt because they'll know where you are otherwise. That's great. I like that. Okay, next up we've got don't make the ghosts visible at the start of the hunt. Now that is an interesting one. That's something I've not considered before actually. That would be terrifying, wouldn't it? I wonder if you could still hear the footsteps, so you could still try and work out where they are via sound, but just not see them. At the start of the hunt, do they mean maybe the 8-second grace period at the beginning? I actually can't wait to test this out, because I guess at the moment you don't really know if it's going to be too difficult or not until you try it. But this is the point of the beta branch. We can test these things. If reception is negative, if it's a little bit too difficult, yeah, they can make it easier. But if it's a welcome change, people enjoy it, yeah, they'll leave it in the game. That's the point of the beta branch, because I've seen a lot of people causing uproar over some of these changes already, but it's for testing. This is exactly what it's for. It's on the beta branch, so yeah, I can't wait to test that one. I think it sounds really interesting. And honestly, I don't know if these changes are going to come over to every single difficulty or if they're just going to come over to professional, because I feel like if they were just added to professional, that could be a fantastic way to cater to both sides. Because I know a lot of people do want more difficulty, but I know there's also a big crowd that enjoy the more casual and chilled experience and just want to play and have some fun, not worry about things being too difficult. So maybe if some of these changes just came over to professional, that would be a fantastic way to cater to both crowds. I don't know if that's possible. We'll see. We will see going forward. So that's mainly it for the difficulty changes. There are also one or two things I just want to talk about as well. So, first of all, they're planning to add a new objective. Get the ghost to hear your voice during a hunt. I think that's a really good objective, because that really ties into the normal gameplay, and it's risky. Having the ghost hear you during a hunt will draw them towards you, adding a bit more risk to the game. And like I said, it ties into the gameplay. It's not just bringing in a random item for the sake of using it, which does remind me of that old Parabolic Objective that they just added recently. But speaking of the Parabolic Objective, they're going to remove it. I'm not sure when. It just says in progress at the moment. So yeah, they're planning to remove the Parabolic Objective. For those that don't know, the Parabolic Objective was get a parabolic reading of footsteps, well, ghost footsteps should I say, during a hunt. which in my opinion didn't really make sense because the parabolic is an early game item. You use the parabolic to find the ghost room. You wouldn't really have a need to use the parabolic microphone during a hunt, so it didn't really make sense. It just felt like it was an objective to make you use the parabolic microphone in a scenario that you would never normally use it. So I'm kind of happy they're removing that. But I do love the sound of that new objective that they're adding. Like I said, it really ties into the gameplay, so I can't wait for that. So those are the changes that are going to be coming over to the beta branch. I'm not sure when exactly, probably sometime in the near future. Very, very excited to test them personally. What do you think of these updates? Are you excited? Do you think it's going to be a little bit too difficult? Even if you do, I would say have some patience. This is what the beta update is for. We can test it, give feedback on it, and see how things go, and then we'll take it from there. Alright guys, thank you for watching. As always, take care, and I will catch you soon. See ya.